Death Punch, kick off your Tuesday morning. It's now 6:15 and time for your morning moron. Let's do it. We talked about this numerous times, talking about the, advancement of sex dolls and the technology and the lifelikeness that is the accessories. Now with sex dolls and AI, I mean, seriously, we're about like half a decade away from all these incels having girlfriends and never leaving the house. So all we have to do is just kind of wait till then. It should be fine. I'll give you an example of a guy who was so horny and so lonely that he risked his career to get a little side action. Now, what happened was, this was in Nebraska. A 41-year-old funeral home worker is now facing charges after trying to steal a sex doll from someone's house. Yeah. Now, his name's Ryan Smith. Cops say that he spotted the doll while picking up the remains of someone who passed away in Omaha this month. So basically, he's going to pick up a dead body, right? He's looking around the house, and it was like, what's that? Oh, my God. She's gorgeous. And, this guy's dead, so I don't think he needs to see her anymore, right? So... Yeah,
that's so dark.
It is dark, and it gets worse, okay? So he had to concoct a plan of how he was going to get this sex doll. So he's picking up a dead body. He notices the sex doll, and in the back of his head's like, she's going to be mine. So he goes back, he disposes of the body at work, and then he called the property manager and claimed the local sheriff asked him to collect the doll as evidence.
That is smooth.
I'm sure you'll find tons of DNA on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they apparently thought it seemed suspicious and said no. So even the property manager was like, yeah, like, something about you.
Anything else aside from that one thing?
Yeah.
Like, no, just this. They really want that.
Yeah, right. There's so many things around the apartment. I'm assuming.
Heirlooms?
Yeah.
No.
That you could use as evidence, but no, the sex doll alone. I just need to get one thing for evidence. Sure, we'll wrap this case up with a bow. Property manager's like, okay, this guy's super thirsty. So they called the cops, right? And the property manager ended up going to the apartment later and then heard noises coming from the inside and then tried the door, but it was locked. Then they said they saw Ryan leave the apartment shortly after that and noted that his clothes were disheveled. Oh, my God. So this guy, he goes in.
Oh, God.
And instead of taking the doll, he immediately starts humping the doll. It's like, oh, baby, I've been thinking about this all day. So he breaks into the apartment just to hump the sex doll. And then he was loud enough to where property management heard him outside the door, roughing it up. And then he left the doll there, I'm
done with you.
Yeah. So it seemed like he gotten up to something while in there, is what they were saying. Cops did arrest him for burglary, and they say more charges could be added pending a DNA test on the doll. So Ryan knows he is screwed because they're going to do a DNA test, and there's no way he didn't leave behind DNA. I'm showing a picture of Ryan's mugshot. Totally looks like a guy who would do all this.
It's like King of the Hill Bobby.
He does look like a 40-year-old Bobby from King of the Hill. Poor guy.
Damn it, Bobby, another sex doll.
Yeah, so let me recap. Being a funeral home worker, going to pick up a body, falling in love with the deceased sex doll, then trying to call the property management to confiscate the sex doll, then going to the apartment, breaking in, not taking the sex doll, but making sweet love to said sex doll, then leaving in a disheveled state and getting arrested for burglary while not taking anything. If anything, he left something behind. For all those reasons and more, 40-year-old Bobby is today's morning moron.